I mentioned doing an updated pantry tour. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. So my locations and everything haven't changed for anyone that's seen my old ones. I have, yes, my kitchen's a mess. Ignore that. I'm taking care of that here in a minute. We've got the soda. I took advantage of Kroger's soda sale in my recent haul videos. So that's where all that came from. And that is multiple months worth of soda. That's not just for now. We don't have any big freezers or anything anymore. I sold my chest freezer. So all we have is this freezer and this fridge. And then for food storage, I've got my big shelf and my smaller shelf. This is where I store everything. So my target is I buy things on sale. I buy a lot when it's on sale. And I stock up so that I have to shop less and I save more money. That's how things go. So, things are a little messy. When I buy tuna, I tend to buy it when it's on like a 10 for 10. I feel like this is really sketchy. Okay, let's see if turning on the light helps. Ow! Stubbed my toe. Okay, maybe that'll help. So, I don't do anything fancy for food storage. I got this shelf was secondhand. I got it gifted to me by a family friend. Same thing with this shelf. Family friend. This one I did buy brand new. Kind of wish it had more shelves though instead of being so tall. I could fit more canned food on it if I did. I might get rid of this rack soon and just start stacking them like I have these ones done because you can fit more that way. So we'll start here. So I try to keep some easy stuff on hand. I try to keep ingredients on hand, things we use every day, stuff that I know we use. I don't stock up on stuff that I know we're not going to keep or use or eat. It's a waste of money. I did that a long time ago and I realized that all that food just went to waste. So I don't do that anymore. I only buy what we use. And so we do tuna. I make something called tuna fish and toodles, which is essentially tuna fish casserole with egg noodles and green beans, tuna fish and cream of chicken. That's what my grandma called it when I was little, is tuna fish and toodles. And then my dad and I do tuna fish sandwiches, and I like tuna cakes if I have crackers and eggs to make them. So when there's like a 10 for 10 sale, I buy and stock up on tuna fish and water. This organic coconut milk, my hubby got for me. I use it for smoothies and gold milk lattes. I was going to try the anti-inflammatory diet, but realized that it upset my stomach very much. So, I've got that for stuff. It's still really good. I love making sweet coconut rice, stuff like that. So it's getting used. It's expensive, so it's more of a treat than an everyday thing. This is our favorite pizza sauce. Yes, it's pre-made, has stuff in it. I don't care. This is what I grew up on. This is what my dad used when I was growing up. This is my favorite pizza sauce. So I bought a case of it for like $12 off of Amazon. It's gone up to like 16 now for a case of 12, which makes me sad. I should have bought another one while it was on sale. But I do have several of those. Like, there's 3 missing. So I do need to get around to using that one, though, because it is dented. I try not to keep dented cans on my shelf because they do not last as long. These are some mini ABC's 1-2-3s and mini raviolis. Kroger had a 10 for 10 sale, so I stocked up on those because they are easy. They're meal in a cans. The kids can grab one and heat it up. My dad can grab one and heat it up. I can grab one and heat it up. It makes life easy. Again, I'm not worried about ingredients. There's stuff in everything you do. There's stuff in your water. There's stuff in the air. I don't care anymore. Fed is best. Happy with what we have. Okay? So there's that. I've got cream of chicken. I've got some cream of mushroom. And there is also cheddar broccoli cheese soup mixed in down here. Because I use that for several different casseroles, bakes, things like that. My baked chicken broccoli rice, my tuna fish and toodles. I have several crock pot recipes that call for cream of chicken. If I have the stuff to make homemade, I can, but having the can works. This is where I keep my breads. Usually I've got a couple of little tortillas left. I got one of these loaves for free, and then one of them was super sale discounted with a coupon, so there's that. And then I've got this beef stew and this chicken. They're good for a long time, so I haven't touched them yet. They're still there. And then those are my dad's hot dog buns. I have one lonely applesauce. Applesauce is something that I don't need a spoon or anything. I just rip the top off if my stomach's upset and sip on one, and it usually helps calm my stomach. I've got my stash of diced tomatoes. This is what I use when I make salsa, stuff like homemade tomato soup, stuff like that. This is what I use. So I stock up on a lot of those. I actually need to refill this, get more. I only have one can of tomato paste. I don't use that very often, so I don't have a lot of it. I am almost out of tomato sauce. I need more of that because I use that to make my mama sopa. So I need more of that. My spaghetti sauce stash, I only buy this when it's on sale. It costs between $1 and $1.50. I do not pay full price for spaghetti sauce, ever. I just stock up when it's on sale. I don't particularly care about brand. I tend to go for the garden or the traditional, because those are my sister prefers traditional and I prefer the garden. So, and we almost always have spaghetti when she visits. This is my one lonely can of veg-all, and then those are all carrots. That case is cut green beans. I've got some croissants that I got 50% off. So there's that. Corn. This is my veggie shelf. I need to really bulk that up. And then down there is dried buttermilk for my baking. I do not keep liquid buttermilk on hand. I don't use it often enough, so I have dried buttermilk and it works. And then I have a few things of Carnation dried non-fat milk stuff. That's all-purpose flour, and those 2 bags are rising, self-rising, and some Powerade. This is my dry goods. This is my this bucket is rated at a 5. It is food safe, but the things that are in it are in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. It's a bunch of rice. It's basically 20 pounds of rice that's in there, so that's what that is. And that's my extra beans and rice and more the open bag of beans. So that's what that is. Up here, that's the chips my dad got for the kids when they come over. My dry baking goods, so bread flour, cornstarch, cocoa powder, rice, oats. I got this cereal discounted, I think for 96 cents a box. And it's good till next year sometime, so that was a good deal. And my fruit and yogurt, that's my favorite cereal. But yeah, that's my baking goods and dry goods shelf. This is my pasta basket. I've got egg noodles, spaghetti noodles, elbow noodles, the Thai rice noodle things. I basically just buy whatever's on sale. I don't care about brand, so if it's cheap, it's on sale, it goes in there. These, I tend to get them for about $1. I don't usually pay anything over $1 for spaghetti noodles. My dad is very picky with noodle texture. He prefers spaghetti or Alfredo noodle shapes. He won't touch elbow noodles anymore, so I go with spaghetti. Growing up, we only ever had elbow noodles, and we called it goulash. It was like spaghetti with a whole bunch of stuff thrown in, and we called it goulash. But yeah, these I recently got on a 10 for 10 sale. My dad likes chocolate pudding. It's something easy for him to eat and to treat for him, so that's stashed for my dad. I've got some random things back there like butter flavored Crisco, ramen noodles, baking powder, that's baking soda, that's a full thing of Parmesan cheese. This is macaroni and cheese, Mexican style rice from Rice-A-Roni, gravy packets, cornbread, Lipton soup mix. This is that, and then this whole bucket here is the Knorr pasta sides, and it's the cheddar broccoli spirals and Alfredo. Those are the only 2 my dad will eat, so that's what's in there, and that's full. They make for a cheap dinner. You can throw veggies with them, meat with them, change them up, but they are good. This is more cans. I need to restock my green chilies. This is our refried beans. There's another couple cans down there. Black beans, pinto beans, random stuff. This is our condiment stash. Got a whole bunch of ketchup, barbecue sauce, peanut butter, mayonnaise, peppers, the bouillon powder I use. That's the snack bucket. There's random things in there like candy and fruit snacks. It's mixed up. I've got extra oil down there. There's 2 olive oils and 2 vegetable oils. I got that bag of potatoes to go with the roast that's in my freezer. Some pickles. There's 3 jars of mayonnaise. This is my baking goods thing. I've got a massive bag of chocolate chips in there, an extra bag of dark brown sugar. This little bag of cinnamon hearts that I got after Valentine's Day to make cookies with my nieces and nephews after the holidays. So all the kids can help make cookies. We got onions. I'm drying out some seeds. Sugar, chocolate instant breakfast, vanilla instant breakfast. And that's all the plastic bags and wraps. And then I need to go over to the freezer. I'll be right back. Freezer-wise, it's a mess. There's all kinds of stuff. I've got cinnamon apples that I chunked up from the discount section. And my cat's being noisy. So I've got a few of these in here. I buy discounted holy guacamole and I throw them in the freezer. My Sam's Club chicken, hot dogs. There's packs of bacon that I split up in here. I got these on discount with the coupon and sale. That's my current craving, so I got that. These I got on sale. Peas and carrots. These are those bird's eye voila meal things that are instant. Got that from Sam's Club. That's chorizo. We eat this a lot, and there's 6 tubes. This is like $9 at Sam's Club, whereas it's like $6 for only 2 of them at my local store. So I bought some peppers discounted. I've got pork loins, got beef roast, got all kinds of meat in here. And that's what we use to make our meals. I buy in bulk and freeze in portions. And then same with this. Got that $3 off each. I have some stuff to cook. We made steak tacos last night. Stuff like that. My condiments. Even my coffee creamer I bought discounted. That's my kitchen. That's my pantry. That's what I have on hand. I'm going to be trying to cook with that stuff instead of doing any more shopping for the month. So I've got a little bit of money left for groceries. It'll be mostly for like milk, cheese, bread, stuff like that. That's what I'm working with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.